Hello and welcome to Bruce Springsteen Guitar Lessons. Today's lesson is going to be a live acoustic version of Working on the Highway. This is from an Amnesty International show in 1998 in Paris. Thanks very much to subscribe star Max Winterhalter for the request. Hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. So now what we'll do is go through all of the individual parts. Okay, so for the tuning for this song, this is a popular open tuning that Bruce uses. I've done 2 videos so far. I'm sure there'll be plenty more to come on this particular tuning. So one of them is Tougher Than the Rest, acoustic. I think it's Help for Heroes version, and also the Rising video that I did a few weeks ago. That version is just the same tuning but a semitone down. Okay, so this tuning is C. So from the low E 6th string, you've got a C, a G, a D, a G, a B, and a D. So it's a C, G, D, G, B, D. And it's basically, think of this as the notes of a G chord with a C in the bass. It's a really nice sounding open tuning. We've also got the capo on the 3rd fret in this one. So the song's in the key of B flat major. Okay, cool, and its tempo is roughly about 90 BPM. Okay, so what we're going to do is go through the chords first. So there's only actually 5 chords, and one of them is just open strings, but from the A string. So it's a G chord, so a nice easy one there. And then you've also got a C add 9 for G, which is one of the most common chords. And this looks like an A minor 7 shape if you know that chord. So this is from the A string. This is a C add 9 over G, open A, 2nd fret D, open G, 1st fret B, open E. Okay, and you've got that kind of, just a brilliant, really thick sounding chord there. So that's a C add 9 over G. Okay, and then we've also got a normal C add 9. So this is where in the chorus section he's strumming it from the low E string. So here what's happening is he's blocking out the A string. It just sounds slightly different. So that's a C add 9. He's doing the same as a C add 9 over G, but blocking the A string. I'm kind of doing that with my middle finger there, just touching the A string. Then you've also got a D5 chord. Now Bruce plays it with his thumb, but probably that's not normally that good for most people because it brings a hand out of kind of position. So you can more than welcome to play it with your thumb there on that 2nd fret of the low E, but I would probably recommend doing it with your 1st, 2nd and 3rd fingers, or I do it as a 1st, 2nd and 4th fingers. So 1st finger, 2nd fret low E, middle finger, 2nd fret G, little finger or 3rd finger, 3rd fret B, and you're blocking the A string out with the underside of your 1st finger. Again, just brilliant sounding chord. So that's a D5 chord, and then you've also got an E minor 7, which he uses in the middle 8 section. Again, a lot of these chords are in the rising version that I did a few weeks back, so I'll definitely check that one out. And for tuning for that one, it's just a semitone blow. So click on the card above, and that will take you to those 2 other videos with this particular tuning. So it means you can kind of practice a few other songs while not having to keep changing your tuning. Okay, so that's E minor 7, 3rd finger, 4th fret low E, block the A string, and then kind of strumming up to the B string. So they're the 5 chords, so nice and simple there. Okay, cool. So also, this song uses a kind of 16th note shuffle feel, which is a little bit challenging to count. But basically, what's happening is it's not always through the song as well. But so 16th notes or semiquavers, that's a 1 note or chord will last for a quarter of a beat. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, so you can have up to 16 in a bar. Now this, the best way of thinking of this 16th note shuffle feel is think of this kind of that kind of rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it just kind of suits this song. So again, it's a feel thing, so quite challenging to count, but worth bearing in mind. So instead of doing, for example, if it was straight rhythm, it would be going that kind of cool riff: 1 E and a, 2 and 3 E and a, 4 and. Where it's got this kind of little twist on it. So. I've just started a new strumming pattern series on my other channel, JS Music School. So if you're struggling with some of your strumming, click on the card above and that will take you to, there's a couple of videos out there now. There'll be lots more videos and tips and tricks on how to sort of strum more effectively. Cool, so that's that. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm also going to put the song structure up on the screen now. Hopefully you find that useful. So any chords in brackets means there's more than one chord in that particular bar. The song structures will also always be in the description. Also, I've put, just for ease, I've put a lot of sort of ×4, ×3 for a lot of the parts that are repeated. So the notes, so the lines directly below those ×4 and ×3s, the lines that you can ×4 and ×3. And then sometimes I'll put an extra line with after a gap, which means it's just there's an extra line after that. So hopefully that makes some kind of sense, okay? I'd like to fit it all on one page. So yes, so the song structure will be in the description. So what we'll do first, we'll just go through the intro. So the intro is kind of where he's kind of making sure the tuning's all right. And in this particular version, you can actually see he actually tunes his guitar as well during it, the top E string, I think. Well, what's happening here? So the intro, you've got 2 quavers or 8th notes. So 1 and. Now often, what's happening is, if you look at the tab, you're kind of doing the bassy notes to start a lot of the chords. So it doesn't have to be 2 or 3 strings exactly like the tab. The idea is you're kind of doing bassy notes often when you're starting off the chords. So here you're going 1 and, that's the first beat, 1 and, then there's a tie. Again, I've got a video on ties on my JS Music School channel, so check that out. 1 and 2. So that rings out into the start of beat 2, and then you've got an up, down, up. This is just with a G chord. So these are the first 2 beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Then he's doing the C add 9 over G. Again, same sort of thing. So 3 and then take it off for E and. So that first bar of the intro, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. 2 E and 3 and 4 E and. And then just the those first 2 beats there, it's going to be looped for the second bar. That whole intro again, 1, 2 and 3 and 1. Then you've got this main 2-bar phrase that he uses for the majority of the verses. Let's take a look at the verses. So basically, the first bar of the verse is pretty much exactly the same as that first bar of the intro. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and. So the only thing that's different really is beat 4. Instead of having a tie, you're just going to go 4 E and. Okay, so 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and he'll vary up from time to time as well. So doesn't have to be exact every time. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4, just between the G and then that C add 9 over G. And then you've got that really kind of bar that repeats a lot in the song, which just sounds great. So I'm going to do up for downstroke first, just on the bassiest strings, and then up, down, up. So these are all 16th notes, semiquavers, 1 E and 1 E and then 2 and. So it goes to G there. So 1 and 2 and then that 2-beat pattern repeats. 3 E and 4 and. Okay, so that's 4 16th notes or semiquavers, 2 quavers. So you start off with some bass strings, 1 from the A string, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. Making sure you're doing the right down and up strokes. It just keeps it really nice and fluid. So in the first verse, it just does those 2 bars 4 times. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. Again, get a bit of that shuffle feel on there. Again, 3 more times. So do that 4 times. So the second verse, basically it's sort of 3.5 times. Okay, so you're going to do those 2 bars 3 times, and then the first bar you do again on the 4th round. So let me just play the second verse. So first time round. Second time. Third time. And then the 4th time you're just going to do that first bar again. Of course, that's the second verse. Now the third verse, basically you're going to do those 2 bars 3 times, okay, and then you're just going to just do a G, do 3, because he does a lot of kind of choral response between the audience. So you're going to do the 2 bars 3 times. Imagine that was the 3rd time, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so nice and simple, that 3rd verse. The 4th verse is exactly the same as the 1st verse. That's times 4. So 4 rounds of those 2 bars, and then the 5th verse is just 1 round of those 2 bars, okay? And then you do the G that you stop. So the 5th verse is just simply 2, 3, 4. Cool, so nice and simple. 5 verses, very similar there. Okay, cool, so they are the verse sections. Okay, so let's now take a look at all 5 chorus sections. So basically they're all very similar, these choruses. You've got this one split bar of C add 9, D5, and that's looped around 3 times, and then what you've got is slightly different endings after that, okay? So let's take a look at that main bar that we have 3 times for every chorus. So you've got this C add 9, so this is where you're going to strum from the low E string and block the A string out. Okay, so strumming wise, you've got this 1, 2, 3 and 4 and where you kind of doing the kind of the bass note first. 1, down, 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 up, 1 and 2, E and and then you got the D5, exactly the same rhythm. And a little bit of that shuffle feel on there, so 1 and 2. Do that 3 times for each chorus. Okay, so for each of chorus, you've got a slightly different ending. So the first chorus, you've just got this 1 and 2, E and 3, 4. Okay, so you just do the C add 9, same 2 beats for the first end of the first chorus, 1 and 2, E and 3, 4. Okay, so you just do the D5 and then stop it dead. Okay, and lots of kind of call and response between the audience. The audience likes the audience to sing like Working on the Highway at the end of each chorus. Okay, and now at the end of the second and fourth choruses, you've basically just going to do the 1 and 2, E and then just stop on beats 3 and 4. 1 and 2, E and Okay, and in the third chorus, what's happening? He's got this kind of a sounds really cool at the end of the third chorus. So he's got the 2 beat pattern just to start off the bar the same. So 1 and 2, E and 3, E and 4, E and so you've got those sort of 16th notes, mutes at the end where you're just kind of lightly touching the strings. 1, 2, E and 3, E and 4, E and okay. And at the end of the fifth chorus, I think it's just before he goes into the outro section, you've just got this 1 and 2, E and 3, 4, E and then you're going into the outro. So you've just got this extra up, down, up, 4 E and on the fifth chorus before he goes to the outro. So they're all 5 chorus sections. Okay, so let's now take a look at the first and second breaks. So this is a 4-bar pattern, and basically it's a 2-bar pattern repeated twice, okay, to make up those 4 bars. And what's happening, this is basically going to go up, down, up on the C add 9 over G, but rest to start with. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, E and 2 and 3 and 4 and this is similar to some of the parts we've been doing before. I think it's good to kind of rest to start with. Okay, so 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and okay, so strumming wise, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Okay, between the C add 9, G, C add 9, G. Okay, and then the next bar, I think he's got a dead note at the dead notes or mutes at the end of the bar, and then you've got this carry on the same 2 beat pattern, 1 E and 2 and then I think he's doing this D5 chord, 3 E and so just constant semiquavers there, 16th notes, 3 E and then a downstroke on the G, and then a mute. I think he's doing something like that. So those 2 bars that are just repeated twice for each break section. So 4 bars in total. So you've got 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4, and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4, E and 2 and 3 and 4, and strumming down and ups, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Cool. Okay, so that's the first and second breaks. And you've got that's cool middle 8 where he introduces the E-7 chord. And basically what's happening here is you've got 3 bars of this 1 and 2 E and again, very similar rhythm to we've been doing before. So I pick the bass note, 4th fret low E, 1, make sure you block out the A string, 1 and 2 E and okay, similar rhythms that we've been doing most of the song, 1 and 2 E and then just G, same rhythm. Maybe velocity wise and sort of dynamics a little bit quieter maybe in this section to start with. 1. So do this 3 times, and 4 E and 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and now it sounds like, again, this is probably just a live thing, just to fit all the words in, but he's doing a bar of 3/4 here, which basically means there's just 3 beats in a bar. I'm not sure how intentional that is. Just again, just getting ready for the D5. So C add 9, 1 and 2, E and a 3 and. Okay, so very similar to what we've been doing before. 1 and 2, E and. So that's basically what you're doing in the chorus, I think. So C add 9 with the low E string here, miss the A string out. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. 1 and 2, E and a 3 and. Okay, and then he's basically building up on the D5 for 2 bars, so back to 4/4 now. So you've got this 1 and so down, down, up, and then for the rest of the 2 bars, you're just going 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. So we just play that whole of that middle 8 section. So you start off with E minor 7, 3 times of this. Cool, so that's the middle 8 section, and the only other thing is to do the outro, which is kind of this, it's an 8-bar outro, but basically think of it as 4 groups of 2 bars, and at the start of each sort of 2 bars, you've just got the same bar, which is the 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4, and between the C add 9 and the G that we've had again throughout most of the song, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4. Okay, so for the second bar of the outro, you've got 1 E and a 2 and then 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, so that's the second bar of the outro, 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 E. That's when you do the woo woo woos bits. He starts that, and then on the next kind of 2 rounds, which are basically the same, he stops on beat 4 to let the crowd sing it. So, okay, so that was the first 2 bars of the outro. Just do that again. And then he does that again, but then he's going to stop on beat 4 on after the next 2 bars. So let me show you that. So next bar is a bar 3, exactly the same as bar 1, 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 and then he's just basically doing the same thing, 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and then stopping on beat 4. Okay, so this is beat bar 4 of the outro. Okay, so bar 4 of the outro, 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4. Okay, just to let that the audience sing the woo woo woos bit, and he just does those 2 bars again. So stop. Okay, and then you've got the final 2 bars. You start the 2 bar pattern again, exactly the same. And that's how he ends it. So this final bar, you're going to do your 2 beat pattern, same as before, 1 E and a 2 and then rest, and then go to the D5, 3 E and a 4, so up, down, up, down. So 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4. Cool. Okay, so that's all the parts. Again, it's not too taxing, this song. Again, it really helps when you've got this really nice open tuning, so the chord voicings aren't too complicated. A lot of it is getting your 16th note strumming sorted and that kind of shuffle feel. You don't want it to go, it's not completely shuffle, it's not completely straight, which kind of probably doesn't help too much, but you're not going 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4, and you've got to get that kind of style playing in there. So play around with that. It's a great fun song, really upbeat, and again only a handful of chords as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Any comments or suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Please feel free to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications if you haven't already. If you'd like to get hold of any of the tabs you see on the screen, so I use this excellent program called Guitar Pro. It allows you to kind of play back. It's almost like a karaoke version of sight reading. And even if you're not great at sight reading, it's really good. You can play it back and play along with it, slow it down, speed it up. It's a pretty inexpensive program to buy. So these are available either in PDF format if you're not don't want to get Guitar Pro or Guitar Pro formats, you can get these via Subscribestar. You get them sent out sort of once or twice, once a month, and depending on what tier you're in, how many files you can get. Also, any backing tracks that I've made for some of these videos. I've done about 37 now. They're all available, and also if you go on Subscribestar, you'll get extra guitar solo videos. There's sort of 13, 14 of just exclusive videos. And also, if you want to see sort of extra tab during this breakdown section of the video, with extra chord diagrams appear on the screen when I'm doing all the demonstrations, they're always available for every video from the last year, I think, or last 6 months, 8 months, on Subscribestar, so you'll be able to get those there. Also, my new website, JS Music School, is being developed at the moment, so if you're not interested in Subscribestar, you just want sort of one-off files, they'll be available really soon on jsmusicschool.co.uk. So just be able to buy one-off files. It's just taken a while to fill up this website, because it looks pretty awesome though, so keep your eyes and ears peeled out for that. So thanks very much again for watching and supporting the channel, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.